Get yourself on a plane, get out there, write not one single letter, and just go on a date. Because these girls, they're not going to marry people that write letters. They're going to marry people that get out there and say hello. That's all they want.
As we've been talking about some of that how-to information this year, we've done a whole lot of how-to blogs, how to write letters, how to be successful at socials, how to help your fiance adjust to life. We'll have a lot more of that how-to information coming up. But again, I realized it some time ago that the bigger question, which first must be answered, is whether or not you, listening to me right now, are going to be part of the mere 10% of men like yourself who come to websites like loveme.com and decide whether or not to ever get on a plane and go and meet somebody and actually do so. 90% of the men will not get on a plane and go and meet somebody, even though they write letters, talk to women, and are very serious in their intentions, because they come to that fork in the road, and at the fork in the road where they may get on the plane and go and meet somebody, or may stay home and do otherwise, we have to build walls when we have to have walls. There are times when we just maintain walls because we don't know what happens when the wall comes down. And there are times when we got to stand up and kick the wall down and walk out of here. So when are we wall builders? When are we wall breakers in this process? So you've got plenty of people that are out there, guys. If you ask them about international dating and meeting people from other countries and other cultures and how much fun and interesting that would be for you, and if you talk to people about that, they have been listening to the media, which is a very, I guess, media outlets tend to be very pro-wall building, if you will. Be afraid, don't go anywhere, don't try. Here, we'll show you what it's like in other places around the world. Aren't you afraid? You don't want to go there, do you? Of course you don't. And they tend to create this fear of other people and other cultures that doesn't need to be there, and not at all portrayed accurately by our media. Our media teaches us to build walls about things that we don't know. It teaches us not to trust. Now, when we guys think about getting on the plane to go and meet somebody in this process, and if someone else doesn't know about it or hasn't been there, they have great intentions, but they're going to try and talk you out of getting on the plane and going to meet somebody because they are afraid, because they are wall builders, because they listen to the things that they hear on the internet and watch on television, right? So you have to be willing to break through some of those walls that others are never going to break through. You're going to get through those walls, get on a plane and go and meet incredible people, have the time of your life, make a lot of friends, not to mention have a lot of really great romance in this beautiful romantic adventure called the Romance Tour. And then you're going to get on a plane and come back, and you're going to meet people who barely will peer over that wall at what lies on the other side and will never get beyond it. And your brain will be completely rewired from that point forward, I promise you. Those people may never move from their position of listening to, things they see and hear and believing everything that they see and hear and just feeling that fear of the walls that are built, right? There are times when you have to make sure you're not letting other people wall you in. You're not letting other people keep you from realizing that beautiful love story that waits for you in this process, right? So you understand there are times when you've got to break through those walls if you're going to meet somebody. And by the way, those walls, again, I've said it before, nobody made the rule for perfectly legitimate reasons and have a beautiful love story. Nobody made that rule. That is a perceived wall that other people will put up in front of you. But nobody made that rule, and nobody really made that wall, and you can blow through that wall pretty easily by just deciding to get on the plane and go. When are we wall builders? All right, so now what happens when we meet somebody in this process and we fall in love and we bring them here? Now is the time to build a wall around that relationship. What does that look like? Well, obviously, you're committed to each other. You're not seeing and dating other people. You are going to protect her from whatever's here, from whatever pitfalls can come. She's going to need help and support. You're going to provide that for her. Other people may judge her. You're going to protect her from that. Most people are going to be pretty cool. I think we Americans are pretty awesome when other people from other countries come here. Obviously, our country is full of people from all over the world, and I think that we're really, really receptive for the most part. But you will meet people who will occasionally have opinions of the two of you in your relationship or of her. And I know how you guys think. You want to protect her from all of that. You want to provide the things that she needs. You want her to understand that you want to provide them and be willing to accept those things from you. That is how our brains are wired. We're going to build a wall around that relationship and keep it strong and just make sure that none of those outside influences penetrate and hurt the relationship once she's here, right? There are times to break through a wall. There are times to build a wall and protect what you've had and what you worked so hard to achieve, right? Makes sense. Anyway, guys, I hope you don't mind the analogy. I thought it was kind of fun. There are times when we have to break a wall, times when we have to build it, and I hope that you guys understand when to do either. And if you have any questions around this process, this exciting process and what it holds for you, I hope that you'll give us a call and talk about it.
Interested? Learn more at... If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.